Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light.
I guess I'm here. Let's get ready. Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are great. Welcome to the stream. How you all doing? Yeah, where do I begin? Oh, hey guys. I actually want to tell you something. So today I just ordered like a new cabinet and so forth, like from IKEA, and it's gonna probably be arriving in like about almost 3 weeks from now. So it's going to be coming on the 23rd and everything, and I'm going to actually be adding it like right next to like the shelf behind me. It's those kind of like shelf cabinets where like it's kind of like a bit like a tower, and it's actually like the glass type as well, like where you can actually like open it and everything and close it, and you can put like stuff inside it. And also like above that is even got like a light switch on it, so you could also like turn on the light on that one too. So, and I just like ordered it today and everything, so it's going to be coming like in about like 3 weeks and everything and such. So I did that today, and the color of it is actually going to be color white to be more exact, because the reason I did actually wanted to order that because there's like a lot of space like right here, and I feel like, you know, if I keep like living the space like that, you know, like without anything, it does feel like really empty, in my opinion. So I am gonna I am gonna be adding like something new over there, and I replaced the order on it, so it's gonna be there like in a couple of weeks and all that. I'm very stoked for it because I'm gonna also be using that, like, you know, to add like more collectibles inside and everything, and also like it's also even like a really good one where you could kind of like display like, you know, like figurines and everything. It's more like that kind of type. It's gonna look really cool because I have been kind of like, you know, trying to decide like, you know, what I want to add on that plate, because I was also thinking like about buying like another of this black shelf that I have behind me, because, you know, just like add like an extra cube in there, because I also had like that idea. I also had like another shelf as well that's kind of like it's usually like not really that expensive. This one, like it's like I think one of the cheapest you can find, that it's it doesn't really have like any like locks or anything like that, or like any openings. It's just like more like just like a shelf that's in. It's kind of like very basic, because I also had like that one in mind, but by the time I found like that one like in IKEA and everything like that, like it just, you know, I couldn't go wrong with it, so I really decided to, you know, place an order of that one instead and everything. And so kind of like explain a bit better, it's kind of like more like a kind of like a tower kind of shelf. It's got like, you know, like an opening glass on that. It's more that kind. So just to kind of like, you know, like phrase it a little bit better, like which one I got to be more exact. So is this. I also, another thing too, I even like bought like a new monitor for my mom as well and everything, because I, for like a while back, I kind of like built like a new computer for her and stuff like this, because kind of like the laptop she has, like it's like becoming like, you know, it's kind of like getting there and everything like this, and I do feel like, you know, like when she has like a new PC, like it might be a bit more beneficial for her. So I did like pass like to the electronics store like this morning, and I kind of like bought like a new monitor for her and everything, you know, just I did it more like as like an early Christmas gift for her. So that's what I've done. And yeah, and usually when it comes to like setting things up and everything, we're gonna probably like, you know, do it like a little while, not right now, just to like, you know, like take things one at a time and everything, you know, how to set everything up and also get the feel of the new PC and everything. Because even like her laptop, it still like has like Windows 7 on it, so, you know, like, it give you guys an idea like how old it is. And the one that I built for her, it has Windows 11, so it's gonna be a bit more up to date. So I did that, and also, you know, I kind of like even busy like with the driving courses like on my phone app and everything like this, because I use like the phone app of my driving school, like, you know, to do like, you know, like the quizzes and also like do the lessons over there and everything when I'm not like in the class, like in the actual school. So I've been also doing that, and I've also been learning about like, you know, how like the ABS works and everything, and also like how to figure out if a car has like ABS or not. So I'm learning like about on the ABS side of things at the moment, and, you know, it's not finished yet, but I'm currently learning about that, you know, because usually one of the best ways to figure it out if a car has ABS or not is that if you kind of like brake it so forth, and it kind of like brakes like really fast, and the car shakes, that indicates that it has ABS. If it doesn't have ABS, like the car, when try to like break the car, so because like it'll make like a tire squeal and everything like that. It will take like, you know, a little longer like to make the car stop and everything. That is an indication that it doesn't have like ABS on it. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, something actually kind of crazy just happened when I was on my way to the electronics store. I actually saw like an accident on the way, stuff like that, and it was actually not too far, like, you know, like to the place where I was gonna buy like the new monitor for my monitor and everything like this, and I saw like, you know, like the accident on the road and stuff like that. It was like happening like in front of a pizzeria, and apparently like one of those cars, like, you know, the sides would look very badly damaged, and the other drivers, like, you know, front bumper was completely, you know, torn apart and everything. And it looks kind of like really messed up that even like the emergency services that were there, like, you know, like to kind of like investigate, like, you know, the accident, the situation, everything, like, so, you know, they were present and all this, and they were trying, you know, like to figure it out, like what happened, you know, gather information. And it's something, you know, that I kind of like understand like a lot better, because I learned from like the driving school that whenever like when two people get in an accident, they have to kind of fill in the form and everything, that, you know, like what car they were driving, or like, you know, if there were like any injuries and all that, or like, you know, how the accident occurred and everything. Like, I think like since I started doing like the driving school, like I started to really like, you know, understand these things like way better, how they operate, and, you know, everything was just right there. So, you know, it's like it's so clear right now and all that. Yeah, because I know, like, usually, like, when the two people get in accidents, they have to fill in, like, a form, you know, like, what happened on their end, what happened on the person's end, and so forth, and also, like, put, like, some information and everything, and, but if it's kind of, like, more than 3 people and stuff like that, like, it's definitely not needed. It's only, like, for, or, you know, or if it's a single person, it's not necessary either. It's just something that's only, like, applies only, like, if 2 people get in a car accident, that's it. So yeah, it's pretty messed up and all that, but I don't think like anyone was really badly injured. Like the cars were damaged, obviously, but luckily I don't think anybody was injured, so everyone's turned out seemed to be pretty fine. But yeah, that's like how my day has been. And or a new shelf, bought a new monitor for my mom for like her new PC, and also been doing lessons on my driving school app and everything, so that's what I've been done. And for today's stream, however, we are going to be doing like some art right now on the Clip Studio Paint, because we're going to be working like on an art project that I've kind of been trying to finish right now. Like lately with me, however, I haven't really been like, you know, making art like as of lately like I want to, because apparently like, you know, more of life has been getting like in a way. I've been like really very super busy and all that, and something, you know, like I really want to get active on, but it's just, you know, like with everything going on, like, you know, it's getting a little bit difficult for me to do and everything. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that. And it's also kind of like a stream I want to like do for this Friday, because honestly, like, you know, Life is Strange, I do love that game so much and everything like that, but I feel like, you know, when you play like a franchise like a little bit too much of it, because like, you know, burnouts are like a real thing, and I feel like I kind of like needed a break from it. Like, I'm sure, like, with Life is Strange, you know, for sure we will be coming back, and we will replay it, but just right now, like, I do want to put a bit on the pause button on that, and that's why I want to do, like, you know, something else. And, yeah. Alright, guys, I will be starting up Clip Studio Paint. I am actually going to be using, like, a display capture, because apparently with game capture, like, Clip Studio doesn't really work. So all right, there we go. Let's switch. There we are. So yeah, if you kind of want to know, guys, like what I'm working on exactly, like I'm working like on a 2-scene comic where like this has happened like a couple like years ago, like during like the younger years of like Jack Madison, was actually like the older brother of Arlene, where he went to like this one concert and everything like that, and he kind of like met this one girl, like, you know, while he's in there. They had a blast and everything, and by the time, you know, like everything was over and everyone went out to look for her, he couldn't find her ever again, and he has like no idea, like, you know, what happened to her and such. Like this kind of like comic, like right here, it is kind of like based on like the experiences I had like at the concert that I went to, like when I went to see No Pressure, and I met this one girl over there that unfortunately it didn't really work out and everything, you know. Like I did try to like, you know, reach out to her, you know, and to reconnect with her, but apparently it didn't work, you know, went the way like I expected it. So, and fortunately I had to move on and all that, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, but when I'm doing like right here, that, you know, like these experiences that I had in that concert, you know, it's I'm gonna pretty much, you know, like recreate it like right here, because this comic right here is kind of like pretty much, you know, like based on like the experiences that I had when I went to see No Pressure and all that. Like, you know, like the first scene right up above here is like them, you know, like having fun, you know, like living their lives and everything. But in the second scene, however, which is still like a work in progress, it's Jack, like, you know, looking around for her, so forth, and he was never be able to see her again and all that. So technically, like, you know, like, this is kind of like based on the things, you know, that I actually went through that concert when I met this one girl, though, and apparently I lost the opportunity, you know, to get in touch with her because due to the large crowds, and, you know, when I went out and looked for her, I was never able to see her again. So this is kind of like what I'm going to be doing, like, right now. Like, I already pretty much, like, doing, like, all the flag colors, and I'm trying to put, like, you know, a little more details, like, in the background and everything. Like, pretty much, like, you know, like, pretty much, like, with the backgrounds, though, with the audiences, like, it doesn't have to be, like, super crazy detailed, so I just don't put, like, all black silhouettes. But, however, I may actually, like, draw, like, even, like, their arms as well, but this is something I which I do experiment, but apparently, like, the hands looked a little off in my opinion, so I have to, you know, need a little patience with it. But the flag colors, I'm already getting, like, most of the details done, and the pins, I still I gotta add the, like, colors for those, and here I gotta work on another patch for Jack. All that. I'm gonna be really honest with you, like, about this girl, though. I don't actually have a name for her per se at this moment, so, but I would honestly, like, refer to her as the mystery girl. So I'm gonna just call her that for now. But this is actually, like, Jack when he was, like, a lot younger and all that, throughout his youth and everything. Because Jackie's actually, like, my age and all that, but this has happened, like, a couple of years back and all that, before he actually, like, met Veronica, which is actually, like, his girlfriend and everything. Because this was, like, kind of like happening days before, you know, they kind of, like, you know, they met each other, they start falling in love and all that. So this was, like, you know, another girl he met before he met Veronica, and that's what the kind of, like, the time period takes place in here. Like, also this part, it does, I will say, remind me a little bit of, like, the first scene, like, in the live stream before the store, because I think I did also, like, took a little reference for that. But honestly, like, everything you see here, guys, is pretty much, you know, based on what I also, like, what I experienced, like, at a concert, like, about a month ago. So I'm gonna pretty much, you know, like, recreate it here and, like, put those experiences, you know, like, on that art piece, and that's kind of like the whole idea that I'm doing. Alrighty, guys, let's go. Let's get going. All right, I think the last thing I did was this. I do honestly, like, want to, like, work on those colors of those. So let me just do this. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, figure out where I want to start. What color should I add? Or really, if I really cannot figure out an idea right now, I could also, you know, just maybe work on the patch right now. Also just work a bit on the shading. So there's also, like, that option. Like, it sounds like I was stressing, like, about, like, too much. Like, if I really cannot figure out the colors, like, for the pins, I can just work on the other details in the meantime. It's totally okay. And there's no shame on it. All right, so Jack here. This one, I'm going to create another folder for that mystery girl here. So let me just put all that in. All right, I'm going to work on Jack right now. His eyes here, like the other details. All right, I'm going to actually do one small thing. Is this one I'm going to pretty much, like, use my mouse click for that. This, so I can add, like, the reflection on it. So it's got, like, a lot more life on that. And this one, I think I know what I want to do. That is one I'm going to use, like, my tablet for it. Yeah, lately with my tablet, though, like, it has become, like, we're having, like, weird technical issues that I was trying to resolve. It's like sometimes, like, my tablet does this, like, weird thing that sometimes, you know, like, when I try to, like, plug it, like, the flashlight would constantly, you know, like, flicker or, like, you know, stay on. That pretty much, like, you know, like, it would, the mouse cursor would start getting a little jittery, start clicking everywhere, which is, like, really annoying. It's like that had, like, for a kind of long time. I don't know whether this is probably got to do, like, probably because it's probably my tablet's age. That's kind of, like, you know, it's beginning, like, to worn off a little bit. Or it's probably because one time, like, when the weather outside, like, it was raining and everything, and I had the kind of, like, my window, like, a little bit open, and my desk was kind of, like, turned, like, in a different position. Apparently, like, some of the raindrops kind of went on my tablet, and then this is, I think, the time when it started to, like, kind of, like, act this way, which maybe it's probably because apparently the internal components might get that from, like, the water from the rain, or it's probably because, you know, it's just the tablet's age. So it could be one of those two. But I'm really hoping, like, at some point that I can actually get like something like a little bit better. But I know these tablets are like really super duper expensive, so I cannot really afford that right now. But let's get going. Where I'm gonna draw that over here. Let's just test things. Yeah, I just want to like kind of like be sure that when I'm like adding like the pressure, it's not having like any weird problems. But it seems like it's working okay. So let me write this. No, wait. I want to actually like make it a little more squared. Yeah, like honestly, like trying to draw the typography in itself, it's kind of like pretty hard on its own. Because sometimes like it can get pretty, you know, like tricky, you know, to get them like in the shape that you really want. Like it's like speaking from experience, because usually when I have to like put in like some typography, like I always like type them out, but when it comes to like drawing them, like, you know, like each, it's not as easy as it looks. All right. Like especially the and like and I always had a hard time of that. All right. Let me just do this. And here. And right there. Hi, by the way, guys, I want to tell you all something. I'm actually going to be cooking something for myself tonight. Like, what I'm going to actually be making is, like, it's pulled pork with, like, cheesy raviolis and some, like, sausage sauces on them with mozzarella and then some salad. So that's what I'm going to be having for tonight after stream. Okay. Okay, it's going all right. With the flow. Okay. Yeah, if I do need to move around, I can just always, like, move it like that. So I guess I can position it, like, a little bit better. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, that's good enough. All right, I am gonna just add this over here. Add more. Here says rocks. The O. The C, like that RC here. K. Now I need to add a K. Oh, this is like a little too thick. Yeah, that's K I want. Super duper K. Yeah, like as oddly as I would admit though, that pretty much, you know, because of me, like, you know, drawing typography, like I'm still not the best at it. But that's how we all learn. And maybe this one I will also try to move it too. Just give me one thing, 1 second. I gotta also draw that as well. All right, that's perfect. That's really good. That's the way I want it. Oh yeah, that's looking really good now. All right. What can we do too? Oh crap. I was gonna just save it. Save it, save it. All right, it's already done. Okay. I was thinking about doing one thing. I was thinking about adding like a kind of like a bit of an outline here for the patches. I could try that. Maybe I'm not going to make them white. I'm going to make them like a little more grayish just to add like some small detail right there. If it doesn't work out, it's still fine. Just want to kind of like put it in there. Alley-oop. Actually, not bad. It looks not bad. Wait, let me just try this. Yeah, actually not bad though. Looks pretty cute. Right, I am gonna just maybe do it that way. Just make it like a little bit better. All right, I am gonna do some erasing here. Now I want to add here. Ah, all right. Yeah, actually it does make it a bit of a straight line, so I do, it could potentially make it a little bit better in my opinion. So I better do it like that. All right. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, that's better. That's good. Yeah, I do feel like it does add like, you know, some pretty decent amount of detail, so I'm gonna leave it like this. Now, I do wanna just make that one. This one's got a little hard because this edges are like a little curvier, so hold on, I got a better thing. All right, let me. All right, good, good, good. Add this one too. Magnificent. Oh yeah, I love it now. Like honestly, like, you know, when I add this one, like it does make it like the patches look pop like way better at a distance. Country roads. Oh wait, it says country. Yes. I know, like when you were trying to do like their alpha data, you were like trying to add like the. Oh my god. Ooh. Forgot his name, but he's like the artist that made like some country roads and everything. Like you were trying to, you know, add like that reference there, but yeah, like. For this one, however, I put like the word country instead of country. So that's what I've done. Yes. He's named John something. I just don't remember right now. Hey, Alpha, what's up? How are you? Happy Friday. How you been, my friend? So good to see you. Shouty from a bestie. Alpha. Hello, hello. How's it going? John Cunt? Yes. Yes. Hey, if you want, maybe we could add it there. There's an option. I am Gucci. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing really good. Thank you. Thank you. And, oh, I actually, oh, for God's sake, you know, so many things happening at once. Give me a minute. I do want to move the chat like a little bit. Right there. All right. Hey, because since I'm not using my VTuber right now, like, I decided to like move it a little bit, like a little lower, you know, closer like to like the frame of my webcam. So that's what I wanted to do, because it does look a little bit out of place. So that's why I kind of want to change it a little bit. Yeah, but also like to answer your question, Alpha, yeah, I'm doing like really good right now. Like, had a decent day and everything. And I want to tell you like a few things as well. That first, I just ordered like a new shelf from IKEA, and it's gonna be arriving on the December 23rd. So it's like this kind of like shelves where it's kind of like more like a tower like, and you can and it's got like a glass door on it, so you can put like your like collectibles like inside them, and you can actually open it to like with the glass door, and you can also turn the light like above it. So there's like that thing. Oh sweet. Yep, there is. You know, I decided to like kind of like order that today, and it was kind of like really good about it too. That's it's exactly like the same price I paid for my like black shelf like right behind me. So I think it's gonna be really worth it. Oh, chat box is still all over. Okay, hopefully this time around it'll be fixed. But yeah, I just ordered this, and if you want to know what color it is, it's color white. So, because I had like free like shelves that I really wanted to get in IKEA. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, same. Like, you know, I'm very excited for that too. Oh, fancy. 100%. Yeah, because I do like think, you know, it looked really good and everything, and this is why I wanted to go for that one, because I had like free options when it comes to like shelves. Like I had like the also like this black shelf one that I had like behind me, because I was thinking about buying like another one of that, you know, just to kind of like expand like the space for it. I also had like another one that was like very basic, and it didn't really have like, you know, like any like openings or anything. It was just kind of like, you know, just like kind of like a very basic shelf and everything, and it's only like about $20, which was like actually nothing at all. But when I saw like that one, however, that I just ordered, like I feel I really wanted to, you know, buy it because, you know, it just looks a bit more outstanding for me. And once it arrives, I'm gonna actually just build it right here, and you guys will be able to see it. However, well, actually, I don't think I really want to say anything here. I wanted to say, you know what? Honestly, like, it just kind of blanked out of my head right now, so, you know, never mind about it. But yeah, what I want to say is that the reason I kind of want to add like another shelf, because I have like a, you know, like a lot of space like right here, and you know, when I leave this kind of like area like very empty, like, you know, like I feel like you know, it has like a more potential and everything, and that's why, you know, I want to order it, because I feel like, you know, there's like too much emptiness on this part, and I feel like, you know, there could be like much more added on it, and that's why I decided to get the shelf. And because I guess, you know, I can add like, you know, more creativity, and, you know, like add more stuff in there, and I feel like, you know, this area of my room would just like, you know, it'll feel like more, how you say, lifelike, if you know what I mean. So this is the why I decided like to order it. And yeah, so it's gonna be coming like in about like 3 weeks from now. So and it's gonna be like, you know, delivered like outside of my house and everything. So it's gonna be like this. And yeah, so yeah, definitely once it comes. All right, let me, my god, this chat box never gives me a break. Okay, all right, I swear to god, hopefully this will be better. Like, you know, when I see like his chat messages, you know, like he's like, you know, being in a position that I'm not like, you know, I thought it was gonna be. So, you know, I have to keep moving so I see it until, you know, I find the perfect spot. Yep, bet it will look amazing and filled up. Exactly, 100%. More dressed. Yeah, like more like, you know, there's like more stuff in there, like, you know, there's like more creativity and all this, and you know, I'll be able to like, you know, like put more items there, like more collectibles. So that's kind of like the idea I wanted to go for. Yeah, so pretty much like more dress, although like it's not like clothing oriented, it's more like adding more like collectibles, you know, when I collect things, and I want to find a place like to put them inside. So that's going to be like the whole idea of it. Oh yeah, also like another thing I did too as well, that I also went to the electronics store and I kind of like bought my mom a new monitor, and all that as an early Christmas gift. Because a while back, like I did kind of like, you know, like I built like a new PC for her and everything, because I know like the laptop she has, it's kind of like age-wise it is kind of getting there. So like so the monitor was like the only thing that was kind of like left, and today I went to, you know, like to buy one and so forth. So like, you know, like the whole setup can be complete. Like we're probably gonna be taking like one at a time, you know, like to set everything up, you know, like get the filled the new PC, and we're gonna probably be moving like that to set like I think I'm right side of my room, and then after a while we're gonna just move it back down to like where her office is. So that's like the whole plan. Oh sweet, yep, it is. Now honestly, like because since, you know, like I got like my unemployment check today and everything like that, because I just like came through, and decided, you know, just to take this opportunity to get like a new monitor for her, because it's the only piece that's kind of like missing right now. And what else? Oh yeah, luckily with that new monitor, it did actually came with an HDMI cable, because it does have like a 8 HDMI like connector on it. And because I was kind of like thinking about like, you know, buying like another HDMI cable, like, you know, with it and stuff like that, but I realized since like the seller like told me that there's already gonna be one coming with it, like, you know, inside like the box and everything, I feel like it was really not that necessary. Because I know like this monitor was like about like 80 bucks and all that, like on discount, and with that actually HDMI cable that I thought about buying with it, it cost like 25, so I was gonna pretty much pay 105 bucks for that. So, which honestly I don't think it was really worth it. So 80 bucks, and with it already like with a cable, HDMI cable, like, you know, inside that, it's more than enough. So that extra 25 bucks was really not gonna be that necessary. So that's what I've done. And yeah, like pretty much like, you know, like the tower PC, the monitor, they're like all boxed up right now and everything, but slowly bit by bit we'll try, you know, set everything up and everything, you know, test things out, and it's gonna be like be on like at the desk, like, you know, just right outside like where my room is, and then, you know, once, you know, we get the feel of it and all that, also like especially for her and everything, we'll move it downstairs. Yeah, true, 100%. Yeah, because I know like her old laptop, her current one, it still has like Windows 7 on that, and I know with the new PC it has Windows 11 on it, so it's gonna be like a bit of a new thing for her. But I did this today, And then like afterwards, you know, like I was kind of like doing like even the courses as well. That was kind of like provided by the unemployment program, and also I was doing like a bit of the driving school as well on my phone app. And as for like the driving school app, I was learning about like ABS and everything, and you know like how they operate, and also how to figure out if a car like has ABS or not ABS. And usually with ABS though is that another way to find out if a car has it is like if you kind of like try to like brake a car, stuff like that, when you go like at a high speed and it does it like really quickly, and the car wobbles, and it means that, you know, it has ABS. But if it doesn't have, however, when you go like really fast and you try to like brake the car, and like, you know, like then the car would take like a lot longer, like, you know, like to stop, and it would make like a screeching sound on the tires. That is, it's an indication that it doesn't have ABS. So I'm learning about this. Like I'm not really done with it, that part yet, but that's like kind of like what I'm learning on my phone right now. Because my drive school has like a phone app of their own, and they also like, you know, provide like lessons, quizzes on it. And also I think I'll be even like using that as well, like to take like the theory exam. And once, you know, the theory exam is done, I'm actually going to be doing the driving exam, which I'll actually will finally be, you know, be behind the wheel in a car, which this is kind of like the part I'm the most excited for. But definitely, you know, with the driving school, there's like a lot to learn on it. And I know like some parts it does get like pretty tricky, I must admit. You know, speaking from experience, like there are a few parts like it is okay, it's not that bad, but some parts like, yeah, it's really hard. Yeah. Exactly. So oh no, because I was just checking something, because sometimes, you know, my tablet, it does act like a little weird, that from time to time, like the blue light like kind of like will flash on it, and it will stay still, that even like my mouse cursor would just begin like to jitter and click everything, which is an issue that I had for like a little while. Usually what I normally do is that I kind of unplug it, and then after a while I just plug it back in, and then it just stops. Or, you know, I just have to reset it like in the process of it on the test manager. Now hopefully it's a point I can probably buy like a new tablet, like, you know, for myself and all that, because this tablet right here is like about, I think, almost 10 years old right now. So and I'm still trying to like even like use it even like till now and everything. But later on, maybe down the line, I'll probably, you know, get this like this kind of like bigger ones that has like a screen on them. Like this is the one I really want. But I know those like, they could go like over like 300 bucks, so they're not cheap. I remember, I think with this one, however, it was costed like around like 60 or 70, and that's the thing. But yeah, also, if you want to see like what I'm working on right now, I'm working on this kind of like small comic that I think that I told you guys about a few times, of like Jack, when he kind of like met this kind of like random girl and stuff at the concert and everything, and you know, like things were going like, you know, they were having fun and everything like this, you know, like living their life and all this stuff. By the time the concert was over, however, and when Jack walked out, he was not able to see her again, which is exactly like what happened to me when I went to see like the No Pressure concert with this girl I met, you know, like in person, all that. You know, we were getting along and everything, you know, we were having fun. But unfortunately, once I walked out of the venue and everything, you know, I was never able to see her again and all that. However, when I tried to like reconnect her on social media, apparently she declined, and it didn't really work out. But it is what it is. Gotta move on eventually. But, you know, like, it was one thing I'm kind of like a little bit grateful for, that I took the opportunity, you know, like to, you know, go up to her, talk with her and so forth, and also make her night a little bit better, because she even like told me, you know, she was having like a really bad day, and, you know, I don't want her, like, you know, to really feel lonely over there. And I kind of, you know, want to send her, like, you know, a reminder that no matter where she is, there's always someone, you know, that at least cares and all that. And I was one of those people, and that's what I've done. Which I do feel like, you know, just the whole thing itself, it just feels like an achievement. Because I will be very honest, like, one thing about me that, you know, I'm not very experienced or really good, you know, like, approaching, like, girls and everything like that, or, like, you know, or not, neither experienced, you know, with relationships. So, you know, that was kind of like, you know, like a big deal for me. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. And all that. But, you know, like, even, like, you know, what I think about it, too, they know, wherever she is and so forth, you know, I hope, you know, it's like, I still wish the best for her and stuff like this, you know. I hope, you know, like, her life is okay and all this, and I hope she's better. So, you know, like, just because, you know, she declined me doesn't mean I wish badly about her, you know. Like, it just indicates, you know, it was meant to be and so forth, and it turns out it was not going to work out at the end. But if you can see the sketch right here, that's what I've done is... Yeah, this is like because this is only... what I've kind of made so far and everything, but this is kind of happening like outside of the venue, and I only sketch like that part at the moment. You know, like I draw like, you know, like his hair, his facial expressions, and also like his clothing. And usually when it comes to like, you know, drawing like the features and also like the clothes and all that, I do add them like in separate colors, so like that, you know, I could keep them like a little bit more separate, and, you know, like I'd put them like into place, because I feel like if I kind of use always like the same color, it can get like a little chaotic a bit. So that's why we need to find you a girl on TwitchCon. Oh yeah, absolutely, Alpha. Like, I'm sure of it. Definitely, like, TwitchCon is like the best place, you know, like to meet new people. So hopefully my day will come. Yeah, because honestly, when it comes to like maybe relationships, like I will be very honest about it. Like, it's just something that I don't really like put my thoughts on like that much and everything. I guess I'm one of these people, like, you know, that I don't really like, you know, force a relationship, and, you know, if I just like let things flow, and you know, if it happens, it happens. If not, it is what it is. And it's usually one of the stuff that I usually let it happen naturally, and I don't like, you know, make it like very forced. So I'm one of those kinds of people. Like, when it comes to me, like, you know, having experience of a relationship, like I had like, you know, like a long distance relationship and all that, which was with like my ex like back then. But as having like an actual relationship in person, truth be told, I never had it. And that's the thing. But yeah, actually, Alpha, I wanted to another thing too is that I remember even like Jordy would even say this as well, that we had that, you know, we have to find like a girlfriend for me at TwitchCon as well, or even like, you know, in the Netherlands too. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna happen. So this is, I'm gonna, you know, just like let things flow, and, you know, the time will come. Like, that's how I'm gonna roll with it. Yeah. By the way, Alpha, since we're actually talking about like relationships, like what advice would you give to someone who's kind of like, you know, starting out like a relationship and something like this? Like if you can like, you know, like provide like an advice for them, like what would it be? It will happen $100. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, because since I know like you had like experiences with this yourself, Alpha, like what's kind of like advice would you give to someone who's kind of like trying to get into one? Or, you know, wants to have like a successful relationship with a person. I mean, percent. What do you mean? We're not paying for it. No. I got you, Alpha. Like, I know you were just like, you know, just kidding around, so forth. Like, it's okay. I got you. And all that. Let it come naturally is my advice. Yeah, exactly. So we're like, that's the way like I see it as well, and everything, that I just let these relationships happen naturally. Like, I don't really try to force it, because, you know, like everyone tells me that I have to find a girlfriend or something like this, or to be in a relationship. You know, I don't do it like it goes due to like society pressure reasons and all that. Like, I do it because, you know, like I just allow it to happen. So that's kind of like my perspective on it, that, you know, if things work, great. If not, at least we tried. Like, that's like kind of like my point of view on that. I also like, Alpha, yeah, like about $100. Like, I know you're just we're just kidding around, so don't worry. You don't have to pay that 100 grand, because, you know, like financially, like I don't expect like nothing from you guys at all, so it's fine. But yeah, actually, for someone like even though like I never been like into like a personal relationship like in the real world, like I would say that for even though like as I said before, I never was like in a physical relationship, but I do also like think that, you know, like another important factor is like it's trust and communication, because I know like those two like really come like a long way. And if there's like a relationship, you know, that has like no much communication, there's like no trust on it, that's not a relationship. It was a typo. Ah, gotcha. Sure. Ah, yeah. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, because, you know, like also me, Alpha, I make like typos like all the time. So, you know, that's kind of like sort of my life and so forth. Like, even like, you know, especially because I do type like really fast so forth, that sometimes when I press enter, I don't realize there's like an error until like, you know, after it was sent. So, you know, that happens to me like a lot. But yeah, also like what I want to say, like back to the relationship stuff, like it's good, like, you know, like to let this fix like happen naturally, but also, you know, having like trusted communication is also like really important. And all that. I was fast typing and had gyros in my hand. Ah, I see. Gotcha. That's okay. No worries. It's totally okay. Things happen all the time. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, like I remember, I think, when did this happen? Yeah, I think it happened like to me a few times. Like I think it was like one time when I was kind of like half asleep and so forth. Like I made like some errors because of that, and also because especially when I have like gloves, there's like some types that, you know, they really make it hard, like very hard to type and everything, especially, you know, when I'm messaging friends on Discord, and it's the reason why, like, you know, I don't really like send messages while I have gloves on, because they get really hard to type on and all that. Even like they're using like the touchscreen, like, you know, like it's not very interactable. But yeah, like honestly, like most of the time, that usually the reason I make typos is because of autocorrect, or it's because, you know, I do type like very fast at times, you know, like I just send it thinking, you know, there's nothing, but turned out there was, and that's kind of like more on my end. My fault. It's what I meant. And all that. But yeah, Alpha, in your honest opinion, what is love to you? Like, what do you think, like, it's is love in a relationship? Because I remember, like, even like me and Jordy, we were kind of like even having discussions about that usually, like, you know, what actually makes a relationship love and stuff like this is like when there's this like person that you really care about and so forth, and, you know, you have like deep feelings for them, and if and without their presence, though, like you don't feel like yourself, or you feel like, you know, like really empty. But once, you know, like they're around you and everything, you feel like a completely different person for good reasons. Like, you know, like you feel like more thriving, more energetic, more happier, you know, when they're around. But once, you know, they're not there, like you feel like a lot of emptiness. So this is actually what Jordy used to tell me, like what love is, and I do actually agree upon that, and such. Because honestly, like, you know, like some people think, you know, that they think it's love, you know, when you kind of like, you know, listen to each other, something like that, or like, you know, or you know, you have like sex together and so forth. Because this is not like pretty much everything. Like I think I do agree with like what Jordy says, that love is like, you know, when there's like someone that you love so much, so forth, but without their presence, like, you know, you feel like complete emptiness. But once they're there, things turn like a lot around like a lot for you, you know, for the better. But I'm just curious about your opinion on that, Alpha. Love is someone who is not perfect, but they are perfect for you. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, also like even like because of like, you know, being in love with someone is also like accepting like each other's like imperfections and everything. Because there's not like any person in this world that's kind of like perfect at all, because, you know, that's just not realistic. Like I do think every single person like has their own flaws and imperfections, but in a good way and all that. Because I know there's like people been like people out there that, you know, if you have like this kind of like flaws, I guess you're like the worst person on earth, but that's absolutely not true. Everyone has their own perfections, their own flaws, and that's what makes us human. I do think as well that maybe what can make flaws bad is that if someone, like, you know, has not having like a lot of like self-control, like about like their like personal issues, so forth, and to the point that it starts to hurt like everyone around it. This is what I think it's bad. But I do think that everyone you know, is not perfect and all this, and that's what makes us like a bit more authentic and everything. And I remember like my ex back then used to say this to me, that, you know, if a person like has flaws and so forth, they will like hurt other people and all that stuff, which I think it really depends on the dynamic and how the people approach it and everything like that. Because yeah, like sure, you know, like people, like they're no one's perfect and everything like this, but if they kind of like, you know, they don't like control themselves, like, you know, like to manage and everything like this is what I think it gets bad. You see through the imperfections and still love them. 100% Alpha. Exactly. It's your best friend. Exactly. For sure. And they know you really for who you are. On point. Absolutely. You got completely right on that one. No, because honestly, like, I do think even as well, like, with relationships, like, you know, it's also important, like, you know, to accept, like, people, like, their downside as well, like, their imperfections and everything. So, because I do think that's also, like, really important. And also, that's even, like, what kind of creates, like, the bond as well. It's more that. Like, like, I'm gonna become like a little bit like honest about like one thing about my ex and everything, because when we first met like 12 years ago and everything, you know, like we were having fun. We were kind of like, you know, like getting to know each other, and you know, like shoot, because the thing is about her, I've known her for like over 10 years and everything, which is that's very long. And you know, because we met each other like on Instagram, because back then I had like a music fan account that, you know, that I used to post like, you know, post pictures of like musicians that I really like and everything, and that's how kind of how we met and all this, and how we started talking. And you know, like things were fine and everything. You know, we got like together and all that stuff, and we started talking and all that. And but then apparently like back in 2018 we did have like some misunderstandings and all this, which it did lead to like a falling out. And during that time, because I know like she was probably going through something with someone and so forth, that she completely like, you know, became like disrespect from everybody, and she wasn't really like, you know, like talking to me anymore, which and then like, you know, the kind of relationship like kind of went on a hiatus, like we didn't talk like from there. But then like about like 3 years later we reconnected, and you know, like we did to try to like, you know, like patch things up and everything. And then she kind of like, you know, we kind of like apologized to each other and everything, and she told me that the reason why she's kind of like been like very distant, because, you know, she was going for like depression and everything, and she kind of felt like she was a big good friend to me and all this. And then like after a while, you know, because this I kind of like really like felt bad, you know, like what I've done in the past and so forth. Like I do want to, you know, like take things further with her. And you know, and because you know, I did actually like care about her, you know, like I really want to invest time with her. You know, I even like bought her gifts and everything like from Etsy. And then like, you know, we were sending each other like, you know, like snaps and all this, and you know, sometimes we'll even like use Snapchat, like, you know, to talk. But apparently like after a while, like things started to say like take a turn, like, you know, like for the worst. That fortunately, like she sent me like all the snaps and all this, but she never replied to mine, which is like a little bit weird. And I've later discovered that, as sad as I am like to admit, turns out she was kind of like cheating with someone else like behind my back. And this is something that she didn't actually like tell me like at all and everything. This is something I discovered on my own. And then I got like really mad about it. I even like confronted her in the messages and everything, and then she was kind of like actually like really confused about, you know, why was I mad and everything. And then, you know, I explained to her, you know, like how upset I was. You know, I was like kind of like direct with her, and then like, you know, she saw messaging from there, and then we just kind of like, you know, poofed again and all that. Like honestly, like, you know, I was like really sad when that occurred, and it was like very devastating. But apparently this kind of like what happened behind the scenes. And like some parts I'm not gonna go like way too extra detailed and all that, but that's all I'm gonna really like share right here. And yeah, it just, what makes this I think really worse in my very honest opinion is that yeah, exactly, it was a real shame. I think it was just what makes this like really worse in my opinion about this relationship is that it's someone that I've known like for over a decade and so forth, and they do something like that behind your back, and you know, that was just not okay. And I really had to tell her and so forth, but then, you know, and unfortunately things have kind of like, you know, terminated from there. No, because after a while, like it was starting to get like a little bit weird. Like, you know, she was kind of like, you know, not putting time on me and everything. Like she kind of explained to me that because I know she was kind of like working like the 2 jobs as well, because to keep up with the rent, because she was living on her own and all this, which I can understand, you know, how it could be taking like a huge chunk of time. But what's weird though, like she would kind of like send me like a lot of snaps, and when I sent her like snaps to return, like she would like never answer them. And then I later find out, you know, like she was with another guy the whole time. Like honestly, like I'm not really like as mad as I was like before and everything. It's like, yeah, it was like a real shame, and I was really upset about it, but I mean, it is what it is. There's not much I could really do. So this was kind of like, you know, like my experience of having a long-term relationship and so forth. And because she's come from like, she was like Sorry, I cannot really talk properly. Because she is from like the Midwest and stuff like this, so she kind of moved to like to the west of America. So definitely our time zones have kind of like changed a little bit, because I know like in the West US it's 9 hours behind. Meanwhile, like, you know, like in the center and the Midwest is like, I think like a 7 hour difference. She was not meant to be for you. Yeah, exactly, Alpha, unfortunately, and all that. Like, literally, like, the reason why kind of she loved me a lot was, you know, because when she found out, like, I'm half Polish as well, like, you know, she felt like she had a connection and all this, and that's the thing. Because also, she also had, like, you know, like, Polish roots herself and everything, so from her dad's side. And I think her mother was more, like, Slovenian. And all that. Because she was kind of, like, also, like, very mixed as well herself. But yeah, you know, it's just one of these people that you thought, you know, they were gonna, you know, they're gonna be with you like, for a lifetime, and turns out, you know, they didn't have good intentions at the end. Others, well, a comment that really go for you and give their time for you. Absolutely. You're totally right on that, Alpha. Totally right. And I forgot who actually said that. Oh my god. I don't know if it was like my therapist told me this. I don't really remember, but oh, I really forgot who told me about that. Oh my god. Yeah, it could be potentially be my therapist, but again, I could be entirely wrong, because this is something that I really don't remember at the back of my mind right now. But they told me as well that I had to find like someone, you know, who would I don't appreciate like my interests and everything, but also, you know, they appreciate like my energy in return. So I definitely need somebody like this. It was definitely, that's what they told me, but the person who told me this, I completely forgot. I can't remember at the top of my head. Because you deserve that. Yeah, absolutely, indeed, for sure. You know, like, I deserve, you know, like kindness and care, you know, like a good treatment, and also like people who respect your time. So, you know, all that kind of stuff. Hi, Soul Taker. How are you, buddy? Happy Friday. Hello. Heck yeah. By the way, Alpha, do you want to give Soul Taker a shout out, or you want me to do it? Because I find like with both ways and so forth, if you want to give him a shout out, go for it. Thank you. Thank you so much. How you doing, Soul? Hope you're well. Yeah, we're just talking like about like my my experiences like with relationships and everything, and also like with the experience I had with my ex, like about a year ago. We're just, you know, we're kind of like discussing about it, and also kind of like the importance of relationships and everything, and what's kind of like, you know, an important factor, and, you know, like what also what is kind of like love as well. Okay, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing really good right now. Like, we're just doing like an art stream at the moment, and we're kind of working on this comic that of one of my OCs named Jack and everything, where he met this kind of like random girl at the concert, and once, you know, he left, he was never able to see her again, which is exactly heavily based on like what I experienced when I went to see the band like No Pressure and all that, with the girl I met and so forth. And we were having fun, we got to know each other, and we had like a blast together. But once I left the venue and I tried to look for her, I was never able to see her again. You know, that this is kind of like, you know, I'm trying to like use kind of like to draw like my experiences like out on this one. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but working like on his patches right now, and I'm trying to add like the stroke on it, like to make them like stand out a little bit better. So, and also we're just talking about like, you know, just relationships in general. It's more a just talking stream with drawing on the background. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's actually becoming like a bit like a just chatting stream. So you're totally right about it. Yeah, I also like just to tell you this, Alpha. I've also considered about doing more just chatting streams and everything, because I do realize that, yeah, like it seems like, you know, that's what my community likes a lot. So this is why, you know, like maybe I kind of want to try to do more of it. Yeah, hell yeah. So, you know, we could also like, you know, instead of gaming, we could also talk like about more about like life, or like about relationships, or like about like, you know, like job market as well, for example. So we could even talk about like, you know, like other things. So I know I do like a lot of gaming in this channel and everything, but I do think it's kind of like, you know, very nice also like to diversify a little bit, because I do think that's what makes streaming like really fun, is to, you know, try different things and to see like, you know, what flows your boat, and also, you know, get to know your community a little bit better. Okay, yep. You should, you're perfect on the chatter side. Oh, yeah. Truly. Absolutely. Yeah, because the thing is about me, like, I have this weird thing as a streamer that each time when I play games and I get like really talkative, that I get so talkative to the point that I have to pause my game just to put my focus on the chat. So, you know, this is the song I have like every single time. It's a huge market. Yep, it is. Yes, yeah. By the way, Soul Taker, since we're actually you're here right now. Oh, ads. All right, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so Soul has like ads at the moment, so I'm gonna give it a little while, and then we can actually ask him a question, because I do want to ask him something. All right, I think the ads are done right now, so I think you guys should be back. Soul, if you're here again, let me know in the chat, and then I can try to ask you a question. Because there's something I do want to ask you about. But yeah, like what I was trying to say earlier, because I know I do a lot of gaming here, but also, you know, I want to see if I could try to do more just chatting, because I do think that also will, I think, you know, make it more fun and all that. And also because since I realize this is what I see, like what everybody likes, I think, you know, it's gonna, you know, be a really good opportunity. Yep. Okay, Soul Taker, welcome back. Soul Taker, I did actually want to ask you a question about that, because I already asked like Alpha about it. What is love to you? Like, how would you describe love in a relationship? Because like I feel like she kind of like, you know, like mentions that to, you know, like love is, you know, when you love each other's like imperfections and everything like that, like, you know, despite like, you know, you're both like not perfect and everything, you still like, you know, love each other, like, you know, unconditionally and everything like this. But because of like me, however, that even like, you know, you already was even like talking about this with me too, that usually love is when, you know, like when there's like this person like you care about like so much, so forth, and you know, when they're like not around, like you feel like really empty in the inside, but once you know, like they're around you and they're present, you feel like a completely different person for a good reason, and all that. Like your aura comes back, like your energy comes back, and you feel like a lot happier, and your day, like, you know, makes a 360 degrees turn. So that's also like, you know, I think what love is as well, you know, like because some people think, you know, like think that love is, you know, like being there for each other, like emotionally, so forth. That's more like, you know, like giving them like emotional support, but I don't think it's only that, or also like, you know, as I mentioned as well, like sex as well. That's not actual love in my opinion. It's more like you know, like that you usually like you kind of like, you know, go on your day without their presence and everything. That you feel like, you know, like once they're not around, so forth, like you feel empty, but once they're around you, like you feel like, you know, things, you know, just could change completely. When they are around you, you feel whole again. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you feel like, you know, like you feel like much happier when they're like around you and everything, and you feel like, you know, your day becomes better. Like that's what I mean. Yeah. Which actually that's kind of true though in this song, because that's even like what you already even like what was talking about with me too, and all that. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, usually when it comes to like, you know, just like versus in general, like, you know, I let it come and everything. Like, you know, I don't try to, you know, like force myself to be one because everybody tells me to get to be in one, so forth. You know, I just gotta like, you know, let it do its thing. So because honestly, that's like I don't really like again, like, you know, put my mind on a lot, you know, in life. So I'm just me. It's just a series of SAMs and impulses in the brain that make you feel alone. Yeah. And all that. Yeah, I guess definitely like, you know, when you're completely alone and everything like this, or like, you know, you don't have like anyone to be around with, like I feel like your brain, it does like, you know, function like a lot more differently and all that. Like when you're around people, like you kind of like sense, you know, like there's presence there, and usually kind of also like varies like on the person too. That sometimes, you know, like when you're around them, so forth, you could even like sense their energy, like, you know, whether like they're good or they're bad for you and so forth. But once you're alone though, like you feel like your brain kind of like shuts down in a way that it feels like the quietness, like it makes it feel like it's a bit emptier and all that. Like I feel like your brain just starts like functioning like a little different, you know, when you're lonely and when you're with someone. That's just like speaking from experience. It starts with SAMs, but later turns into love. Yeah. Right. True that. But yeah, yeah, like I would say for sure that, you know, when you're like lonely, like your brain functions a bit different, but when you're with people, around people, however, like, you know, it changes. So I could say that after 16 years, it's definitely love, and two people became one. Nice. I'm happy to hear. But love is not something I can explain. It's okay, Soul Taker. Don't worry about it. It's just like, since we're kind of like talking about like relationship stuff, I just wanted to hear like your perspective on it and like what's your thoughts like on that field. But if you kind of explain it, that's it's totally fine. No pressure. Don't worry about it. I'm just happy to, you know, like you're like here, like talking with us and everything, and you take the time, you know, of your day to, you know, join in. Yeah, because honestly, Soul Taker, there's like a lot of things in life that I cannot explain to myself and everything. Like, you know, I'm still like a rookie on it, so you're okay. And everything, like, you know, especially like with me as well, like, you know, with like even some experiences like with people, like there's like some things that, you know, I still don't know how to deal with it myself and everything. Like, you know, it's still kind of like new for me and all that. And especially, you know, like with like relationships, so, you know, like I'm still like, I'm not an expert on that stuff because I never been like in a physical relationship. I had been like in a online relationship like for a little while, but apparently, you know, things fell apart and I moved on. It's more your view on it than explaining love itself. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. It's just something you feel. Right, true that. Like it's kind of like something that, you know, like all of us experience, like, you know, like to a certain degree in our lives, all that. And oh yeah, by the way, guys, I want to share like another story that happened to me when I was like a teenager. I remember like this was kind of like in a way of my very first relationship ever, so I could actually tell you guys about it. So when I was kind of like 16 and therefore I guess this was like back in 2013, so that was like almost 13 years ago. Holy shit. Yeah, but what happened is that back when I had like this kind of like big like music account like on Instagram and so forth, like there was also this other girl like I met and everything, and she did actually had a crush on me and all this stuff. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, like I'm gonna be like more transparent about it. Like the reason why I started a relationship with her, because she did like me and everything, and I know she was kind of like going for like a hard time in her life. That the reason I kind of like agreed to it because I did it out of guilt, is not because, you know, I do generally like cared about her. So, you know, again, I was young and naive, you know, I really didn't know like everything, like how the world works and all this stuff. Even like until now, I'm so young and naive. But this was like, you know, many years back. And so like, you know, I kind of like agreed to do it and everything like that. And unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you guys like one thing about this relationship. I only lasted like 2 days because it started off, you know, like pretty new for me and all this. And then like after like a day or two, so I guess I feel like, you know, it just didn't feel like right for me, like, you know, to stick with it. And so after like, you know, 2 days later, I kind of like admitted to her that, you know, I really wasn't like, you know, feeling it and all that, and I really just didn't want to continue that relationship and everything. And then after that, you know, it just starts from there. But unfortunately, the dynamic with her, like, it wasn't like very good because apparently like because I, again, like, you know, she was going for like a hard time, and there's like some things I didn't know how to handle, but it was getting to the point that, you know, like the things that she's kind of putting on me, it was also affecting, you know, also like my mental health, like even like my well-being. And it's even got to the point that she started like, you know, even like blackmailing me and stuff like this as well, because I wasn't like answering her like right away. And this was kind of like around the time period when the Kik Messenger was still around, because I don't think this is like used anymore, you know, that for specific reasons. But this was kind of like the messages we were using at the time. And then, you know, when I wasn't like, you know, getting back to her like a short period of time, she thinks like, you know, I'm avoiding her and stuff like this. And like she was like really insecure and stuff like this. Like, again, like I hope, you know, like she, you know, she got the help she needs and everything, and I hope she's like doing fine. Like, you know, I don't really like wish like very ill on her in any shape or form, but I can tell you that, you know, it just really wasn't going to take us like anywhere. Like and then like after a bit, you know, I just completely, you know, just moved away from her, because, you know, like she wasn't really doing me any good. What? Yes, exactly. Yeah, because when I wasn't really answering her, like after a bit, she thinks I was trying to avoid her, which to be very frank, I do think that's kind of like a red flag, because honestly, because, you know, we're busy with our lives, you know, we have our things going on, and, you know, we can't always answer like right away. But yeah, she thinks that, you know, I was trying to avoid her because I wasn't getting back to her like in a specific period of time, which I don't think this was gonna end up very healthy, which is why, you know, another reason I moved away from her because of it. Because honestly, you know, like there's like times, you know, I do take a little while to respond, because, you know, I have like articles going on, or like maybe I'm just not in the mood to talk, or that I don't feel like very energized, and it's the reason why, you know, I can take a little bit, like a little longer than expected to reply at certain moments. But yeah, like that's kind of like the mindset she had and stuff like this, and also the dynamic of it. And this is why, like, once she was doing that, I'm like, nope. I knew, like, from there I had to set like a bit of a boundary and all that. Like, I've never like really spoken to her like again afterwards. It's been like, you know, like over 10 years since I spoke to her. But I mean, if she's in good hands, I mean, kudos to her. But honestly, like, you know, it was something I really cannot stay on, because, you know, it was also not only, you know, stressing like herself out to like, but also it was even badly affecting me too. So I think it's just not worth it. So I quit it from there. And yeah, and then like after this, I had like my ex as well, and then, you know, like we started off as like good friends and everything, and then we had like a falling out because of a misunderstanding. This was in 2018, and then we tried to, like, you know, reconnect and reach basics again in like in 2021, and then after a while, like, you know, we tried to go into like the relationship like route, stuff like that with her, and unfortunately it backfired, and I caught her cheating, and that's what happened. So technically, if you want guys to hear like my experience with relationships, like it's pretty much like only those two, and that's it. And that's only like the kind of experiences I had when it comes to that. But yeah, that's kind of like my life with it, fortunately. But hopefully, you know, like with the other one that's going to come, like, you know, like in the near future, like I'll be, you know, much better than what I had before. Because, you know, as you said, Alpha, you know, we all deserve, you know, like good care and everything, and we should also, you know, like be treated, you know, with kindness, you know, with respect as well, and also I say accept our imperfections and much more. But that's the thing. But Soul Taker, another question I have for you though, like, again, if you really don't have like an answer for that, or you cannot really like explain it, like it's totally okay, like no pressure, don't worry about it. But I want to ask you this: if someone wants to actually like start a relationship with somebody, like what advice would you give them? So for someone, you know, like is trying to like form a relationship and they want to take like a step further, like what advice like would you provide for someone like that? Like, definitely, like, as I said before, that for me, it's like definitely like, you know, trust communication, like it's really important. Like, I do feel like those who will really come like a long way, and if those are not present in that relationship, it's best, you know, just to like drop them. All right, I actually want to work a little more on that. Yeah, I guess we're literally like this stream right now is becoming more of a just chatting stream than a art stream. Which I do think it's actually like nothing wrong at all, because, you know, I love chatting with you guys. We like to, you know, like talk about like, you know, talk more about life and everything, and also like, you know, relate to each other and everything. Like, gaming is also like equally as fun, like don't get me wrong, but also like doing this, like it's really hella fun at a different level. 100%. Yep. Truly. Like, especially like when there's like someone like out there, like it can like kind of like relate also like what I went through. It will even like help them out like in the long run too, and all that. Because I do think when you share like this kind of experiences, like it will also help someone like realize, you know, they're not alone, and that, you know, despite, you know, like how difficult things can get, you know, like things will always like work out in the long run, and it'll be okay, and there's always like a bright future ahead of you. But I need to walk my doggies and get ready, so I'll lurk. Yeah, no worries, Alpha. Like, have a good walk, and I appreciate you so much for dropping in and leaving a lurk and so forth. That really means the world to me, and hopefully we get to catch up again soon. You take good care, my friend. I appreciate you. And thank you for being like an amazing friend and an amazing mod, so I love you for it. All right, Alpha, I'm going to give you another shout out, because that's something you definitely need. Yeah, be sure you guys to check her out and so forth. Like, she's like a variety streamer and everything like that. She's a really good friend of mine. We go like a long way and everything, and be sure you give her a follow. You know, she's really amazing, really sweet, and she's one of the best people I met on Twitch, so be sure you go check her out, give her a follow, and spread the love and kindness. All right, actually guys, I gotta be very honest with you, I'm starting to get actually very hungry. Like my stomach, I had the sense I was going to start rumbling right now. But actually, honestly, like in worst case scenario, what I might do with that, and maybe I could maybe shorten the stream a little bit, because to be very honest, I am going to be cooking some food after stream, so it was just surprising. Where do we go now? Actually, to be honest, with this anarchy symbol, I could maybe put more extra detail on it. Wait, where's... Oh yeah, Jack's here. Mystery Girl's there. Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, because I want to add like some extra splatter on it. I figured it would give like a little more static on it. Red color. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. That's the shit. Hell yeah. Yeah. Although, like, you may not be able to see, like, very well, like, at distance, but when you get closer, you can see the details. Well, but either way, I'm still gonna leave it there. Because, you know, it's really good. Actually, guys, I do want to do something. I think I am gonna try to, like, grab a snack, because I gotta be frank. When I get hungry, I struggle to focus. So I am going to be playing like some clips. I will be right back in a little bit, and then I'll try to come back here and we'll continue more of the artwork and also, like, you know, yap about the things that we want to yap about. But until then, be right back, guys. I'll catch you on in a little bit, and I'll be back in a few, just about like a minute or so, not super long, because I really have to go grab a snack. BRB. How's it coming along? Aha. Holy crap. Oh, man. I freaking slided there. Holy crap. We have... Oh, man. No, like, really, Rockstar, like, you know, they're really up ahead, you know, with their games. And that's a cool thing about them. Ow, did you throw a snowball on me? What the fuck was that for? Hey, don't do that, hey. You know what? Let's do a snowball fight. I know there's a killer after our asses, but I still gotta throw a snowball on your ass. How's it coming along? Aha. Holy crap. Oh, man. I freaking slided there. Holy crap. We have... Oh, man. They're trying to murder us. One by one, we'll take them out. He's got hanging towards the corner. He's floating. Amazing physics. Or you know what? I got something better. Hold on a second. There. Mission accomplished. I finally did it. You finally heard the spanking from my own ass. Gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, this one's coming after me, so he's... Oh my god, I glitched out. What? What? What the fuck is happening here? Like, it looks like it took, like, my head out an air. Oh no, they called the Ghostbusters. Yeah, I wish I could, but unfortunately that's not the objective. Oh shit! Oh dear. Oh dear. It seems like, you know, we're not the only ones here. There's actually like a perpetrator and also it's a poltergeist in our store. The first Saints Row in the Xbox stores too. So that's actually nice.
This week on Nightblade.
Oh crap!
Public enemy.
Holy crap! That van just flew up and hit the truck.
Comes in search of
Holy shit, that was really random.
my children.
Open. Oh my fucking hell, that sucker punch. Fucking Christ, like, did you guys see that? But I think actually, like, the oh, nice. That is cool. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Because but already something is taken. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit! Motherfucker. My god. Woo! That got me really freaking good. Fuck my life. 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 Oh my god. It's going into the woods now. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, Haley. Fuck this. Haley's behind me. I'm getting a little bit on edge now. Fuck. Oh man, we're near, we're almost there, come on. Oh, yes! Because we gotta be sure the coast is clear. Oh. Do this. Alright. Alright guys, I'm here. I'm back. Here I am. Oni! How are you, buddy? How's it going, my dude? Happy Friday. Are we well? We're doing good, my guy. Yeah, actually, I did went to grab, actually, I'm gonna kind of admit, I did have to use the bathroom break, too. Because I said earlier that I want to go grab something, like, small, like, to eat, because, I gotta be frank, I was getting, like, really damn hungry, and, I feel, if I get hungry, though, I cannot really, like, focus on the stream, so I knew it was gonna cause a bit of a problem. So I decided, you know, like, to, kind of, like, you know, leave my, stream for like a little bit. I went to, because I said I was going to go eat, but I also had to use the bathroom break. I went to, you know, grab a little small snacks, drink water, and now I'm back. And then that's where I've been and everything. But here you go, Oni. Yeah, because Alpha was actually here earlier with us and everything, but she went to lurk because she had to go walk the dogs and all that, which is totally fine. I love lurkers. I love when people lurk. They're the best thing in the world. But yeah. Alright, there's your shout out. Yeah, we were just actually like, oh crap. No. Ah, Christ. Guys, I'm sorry to tell you all about this, but my tablet's freaking out. My god. This is so annoying. Yeah, because sometimes my tablet, like, there are like times like it will act like a little bit finicky and everything. Like it would start like, you know, like doing like really weird shit and all that. Like, you know, it was like at first it would work fine, but then after a while, like it would start like, you know, like doing a lot of random stuff. Like it would get jittery. It would start like clicking like everywhere. So that's like that I was kind of like, you know, witnessing, and I had to like to unplug it and then plug it back in. Actually, I'm not really like a fan of it, to be honest, but so you know, this kind of like issue I have to do with my tablet, you know, like whenever I use it. Which honestly, like this, even like another reason why I really hope I could get something like a little bit better, because I think, because this one's like almost 10 years old right now. I think it is 10 years old. It's definitely like a decade old. I'm just gonna leave it there, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a time where I get something like a little bit better in this. Like it's still hanging in there, but it definitely has like, you know, its own issues. Let me just try to test like the pressure of the pen, see if it's working. All right. Okay, guys, we're on a safe spot. It's fine. Yeah, because sometimes, you know, like when I plug in and plug out, I test like the pressure of my pen to see if it's working fine, and turns out it is. So we're on the good. On the good. Hi, Vampire. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Happy Friday, and hope you have a good rest of your evening, or day, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, like over there for you. I don't know your like your time zone, but I hope you're having a good one. Hope your Friday's going well, and I appreciate you getting so much of the lurks. Oh my god, those hearts are so lovely. I am gonna spam some hearts in return, because that's what we do for each other. Support each other back. But hey, there's your shout out, and hope you enjoy the hearts too, my friend. Hope you like it. But thank you so much, and you take good care. All right. Yeah, the pins. I'm gonna be very honest here. I haven't really like decided like what colors I want to put on those. So this is why I'm gonna leave them for like a little bit later until I figure out an idea what I want to really do. But since we're done with the patches though, we could maybe focus on the wristband here and add some colors and also like some like shades on it. This is gonna be my idea right here. Right here. On that point. My idea. All right. We were having like a lot of talks about this too, that I think what I'm gonna eventually do is like do more just chatting streams and all that. So I guess we can maybe like, talk like about like a variety of subjects so forth. We can talk like, like about our experiences like with relationships, or even like about the job market, or even like about some like mental health stuff as well. So, because I know like, we do like a lot of gaming here and everything, but I do think, it can be a bit of a nice break, and also like to add like something like new to the plate when we do like just chatting streams. Because I think that would be like a hell of fun, and I see like you guys really like that stuff like really so much, so I've got to try to do more of it. Like right now we're doing like an art stream, but about like 90% of the time it's turning into a just chatting stream, which is just nothing wrong with that at all. Like, I'm still having fun regardless. It's just something that that me and Alpha just realized. All right. And also, because since I'm a really big talker myself, I think I'm gonna fit it like really perfectly. Because like I'm one of those kind of like weird people that each time, like, when I'm playing a game and I get like really talkative with my chat so forth, like I do take the time, like, just to pause the game and just just talk with you guys. So that's literally the biggest like perk that I have, or something that I have, that for a little while. All right, there we go. Let's fix this shit up. Let's actually make it more smooth. Let's do it. Make it more smooth. That's what we're gonna do. Wait. Hey, actually, I do need to add like the shading layer, because I have to do this. And also, like, when it comes to like expression color, I do have to set it like to color, because apparently when I live in a monochrome, it's going to be black and white. So, because when I actually started like this file like right here, it said like the whole like file into like monochrome, which is going to make like the comment like black and white, which is that's something I really don't want. I want to make it colored, because I'll show you because I want to go for like a colored route on this one, which is why like I had to like make a bit of a changes for that reason. And oh yeah, I gotta also like fix that part, because it does look a little bit out of place, so I just need to also take care of it for a minute. And his ear. All right, that should look a little more okay. We're on the safe spot too. Let's go. Fix it up. Perfection. More perfections here in his artwork. Like, piece by piece, we're just making it better, better, and even better. All right, and here we go. Ah, smooth as butter. All right. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna actually work on the shading a little bit now. And this, I do have an idea. I do want to make this shadow like a little bit darker. Because since there's like a light source coming from here, I'm gonna eventually make it like that. I am going to make this here, right there. And let's go. Yeah. That's what I aim for, and I think when it comes to those, I'm gonna add like some reflections on it. Ah, so nice. All right, and oh no, it's, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. There we go. Yeah, also another thing too, like the reason I kind of like I'm not really like playing like live streams right now, because I love the game, like don't get me wrong, but I do think I do want to take like a little bit of a break, because when you play like, you know, have you a video game franchise like way too much than you should be, it can get like it could cause a bit of a burnout, and I don't want to like, you know, do that. Like I'm sure like with Life is Strange we are gonna come back to it again. It's just I want to like, you know, add something like a little bit different this week, and that's why. Because we already beat like the remasters of the first game right now, and I'm trying to complete like, you know, Before the Storm, but we can worry about that later. It's no big deal. All right. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Also, let's just like for everyone's input. There's like a giveaway going on right now, and it's going to go on like probably until like the end of December, where you can actually like win like a movie poster with the first Fast and Furious movie from me, because I did also got like another spare, like, you know, when I ordered, and it's kind of like laying around, so you guys can have the opportunity like to win it. And in order like to join in that giveaway, all you have to really do is you have to be like a follower of my channel for like at least a week, and if you actually like surpass that, you just have to redeem like the channel point giveaway, and you're all set, and you'll be like already like in the draw. All right, but this I did, this right there. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. This one I will do one thing. I will make this like a little bit darker, because I do want to add the like a little more realism like in the shadows. So this is what I'm gonna really do. Everything else, like I do make it brighter because it's just kind of reflection on the light, but here it's more darker, so I will tone this one down a little bit more. And also I'll make the gray darker a bit too, to reflect like the lower part. And that's kind of like my whole plan here. Is this one. One down. Second one done. Third one done. Last one done. Yeah, so I think it's gonna kind of like reflect like the light like a lot better. This is why I'm doing it. But also like what I do, however, is that each time like when I work on a character and I want to add like, you know, better lighting, is that I do create like a new layer, color, and I do also make it like shaded as well. Like, you know, I kind of like clip it as you know, like where we add like the shades on that, and I do add like a gradient where I make this one white and the other one black, and I do. And also I do make it linear because I do think it's a bit better. And once I make this black and white though, I do this. Oh. Yeah, wait, I have to make it like closer to the lightning here. Yeah, because I got to also like put like in the right direction. And once I do that, I put it on overlay. And then I make it like very low. At least like what I usually do, I go between either like 15 to 25 with the settings. It is like that you kind of have to like play around with it until you find like the sweet spot. But usually with this one, I keep it between like 15 to 25 mostly. It could go even beyond that, like depending, you know, like on the character and the details. But that's what I normally do. But however, what I do though is whenever I add this kind of like layer, I do actually turn this off, because if you try to like use like, you know, like add like the colors and the shading, you know, with this like layer on, it could you know, like use like the wrong like color lightnings. So it's best, you know, just to turn this off while you kind of like, you know, work on the other details, and once all that's done, you can turn it back on, because it can cause a bit of a mishmash, and it won't feel like, you know, as right like you expect it. That's the thing. And let's add another one. Another one. Another one. And another one. Okay. Okay, there we go. I want to add this now, like on his coat. Let's put it all in there. Put it all inside. All right. That's good. Very nice. And this one I could actually add like a bit of a shadow on that part, because this one is kind of like reflecting the light a bit more. So I'll make it brighter here. I'm gonna make it like a bit more darker. So I'm gonna do it that way. And bingo, perfect. There we go. And I think that's kind of like it for now. I think once I add colors for like the pits, I think I will try to shade it a bit more. But I do have to fix this one detail, however, because this one's kind of like sticking out and it doesn't look very good. So let me just take care of it very quickly. There you go. Done. Put that here. Cover it up, so we don't, you know, like leave traces of evidence. That was erased. Maybe though it is, but I don't care. Whatever. Okay. And okay. There's also like enough detail in the back I gotta actually resolve. Okay, it's here. This. Oh crap. Wrong one. Wait, what? That's weird. Give me a second. That's very weird. Oh crap. Yeah, that's like I kind of probably have to look into a little bit later, because I'm not really sure why this is happening. But because this is kind of like something I also have to fix, but apparently, like, you know, when I try to like fix it, it's not really. Wait, maybe let's try something. Maybe that would help. Okay, I got it, guys. I got it. So put it back in brightness and then make it 36. Yay, boom, perfect. Okay, it's fixed. All right, guys, it wasn't as hard as expected, because it turns out I may have made it too difficult for myself, but it's very straightforward. We got it done now. All right, very, very good. Oh yeah, I also want to add some of this one. Gonna make this a little bit actually grayish. Right there. This one. This one. Good. Yeah, it's like the earrings. Yeah, actually gets you kind of like want to understand like a little bit more of a backstory why he's got like the bandage on his nose, because apparently he did got like in a fight that his nose got broken, and this was happened like, you know, at a really young age and all that, and it kind of like stayed with him, you know, like for good. Yeah, because as for like the characters and everything, like there's still like a lot of details like I really want to add for them, because I am trying to get into like, you know, creative writing and all that. And I did like, you know, add like a pretty decent amount of like their backstories and everything, but there's still gonna be like a lot more that I want to put into, which hopefully at some point when, you know, when I have like the time and opportunity, I'll try to work on that. Because I do think his characters have like a lot of more potential, and I really want to see, you know, like have like more life in them. Because that's something that I really want. What can we do? All right, guys. I said this, you know, so many times before, but I'm gonna try to color the pins now. You know, just to, you know, finally be done with it. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so this, I think I am gonna make it white. The other one, I can actually make it a bit more grayish here. Gray is good. I'm gonna make this one right here red. The other one, I can make it black. The other, which one can I find that actually matches the colors? This one I can make it blue. And the last one, last but not least, let's make it white as well. I mean, it's all right. It's pretty okay. I mean, maybe we can switch up a little bit. Maybe this one I could put it like maybe right there. Yeah, because it does require a bit of an experiment, so that's it's gonna take a little while for me to find out which one really sticks. And this one here, I'm gonna make it white. Maybe let me try this. I'm gonna make that one gray. Gray color. There you are. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks all right. It looks all right. We'll leave it there. Okay. Trying to figure out what to do. All right, guys. I'm gonna actually have a bit more water, so let me just try to take care of that. Actually, to be honest, my throat's actually not hurting that much anymore, or being too dry from all my talking and all my yapping, so it's working fine. All right, let's go. And yeah, okay. I'm gonna go back to the shading right now. There we go. Oh, actually, I want to do one small thing and change up a little bit. Oh, no. I feel like it doesn't match very well. Hold on. Give me a second. Maybe. Yeah, actually, to be honest, that looks a bit alright because I have to, like, you know, find, like, the card that kind of, like, looks like, you know, a lot better, you know, when it's kind of, like, shaded and also when it has, like, shadows and all this. Like, usually when it comes to that, like, I do try to find, like, a bit of a darker color of, you know, of their skin color and all this. And, I find one that I feel like, you know, it's gonna actually make it look right. So I know, like, there's like kind of like a lot of ways to do it, but what I normally do is when I try to, like, you know, like, do the shading and I try to, like, you know, shade their skin color, I try to go for not too extremely dark, but a little bit dark enough that it will look good as a shade. So that's what I do. All right, shading time, my friend. Let's go. I'm gonna start on the nose here, right there. There we go. Very nice. Now the eyelids up here. All right. Yeah, wait. Hold on. I gotta probably fix that like a little bit. It's looking a little out of place. So we just gotta take care of it. So I'm gonna put this over here. Right there. And here. And the ears, I'm gonna leave it like that. Not too crazy detailed. This one I'm gonna put the hairs like right there. If you guys kind of like really wondering why like his hair here does look a little bit flat, because it's from like all the sweat and everything. Like literally, like, you know, when I was at the concert, you know, I sweat like crazy. Like even like to the point that that guy even like kind of like approached me and told me that, you know, that I had to cover like, you know, my head with my hoodie because so I guess I don't get sick and all that. Because we all like came out like, you know, like sweating, you know, after the gig, which is like pretty expected because, you know, like this gig, like it's full of energy. What do you guys think? And probably what I could maybe eventually do here too is I'm gonna add like some extra light on the nose, like on the nose tip. But I'll take care of that soon. I will go here. That route looks very nice. All right, not bad, not bad at all. Shade that part right there. And then go right here. Let's go. Better go. All right. Not bad. So far, so good. key. All right, that is wonderful. So freaking wonderful. All right. Yeah, because usually when it comes with this, like he's kind of like holding like his fist like that, as you guys can see it, because that's kind of like the idea I was trying to go for. With this, like he's like kind of like, you know, celebrating like this. That's what's going on. Like I would say, like sounds like the arms and the proportion can get like a little bit hard for me to do, because usually, me when it comes with like, you know, like holy crap, Astra something. I don't remember the word, but it's like kind of like a term that I use like to learn like, you know, how like the body parts work, and you know how they're shaped and everything. Like, it's something that I'm still not really perfect at, but I usually do my best, you know, to make it look as right as possible. Because that's still like another area I still struggle with. Like, anatomy, yeah, anatomy. That's the word. Yeah, because I completely forgot, you know, the word for that. But what I was trying to like, you know, go with this is the anatomy. That's like another part that I still have to get better at, because you know I'm still poopy at it. To put it lightly. All right, another here. This side is all lighten up, and here's kind of the one I was trying to talk about. I want to add like this nose tip. Bingo, all good. So I guess it can make like the characters like pop a little bit better, and it's kind of like, you know, like my plan with it. And yeah, I think that's kind of like pretty much it for now. We can just try to work on his jacket a little bit more, and then I'm gonna add like another layer here in the background, so I can add you know, another stroke in the back. So, okay, let me just try to make this black. I'm gonna put this, and I'm gonna add another one, and then make it white. So I guess, you know, they can stand out like a lot better. That's how I normally do it. Yeah, that looks really neat. Okay, we're good, we're good. I do have to actually fix a piece, however, because this one, it does look a little off. And also, like, once I overcolor that, it'll be fine. Okay, we're good. Nice, nice. Very, very nice. All right. But I guess, you know, it's like kind of like one thing I just realized as a streamer, that because since I started to do like much longer streams right now, like I realized, you know, like the kind of like in a way, like the longer you stream, and then you feel like time passes by like a lot faster for you. Like I don't know how to explain it, because since I started streaming like for like almost like 4 hours right now, like I feel like, you know, like the first like 1 or 2 hours, like it goes by like really fast. Like, if you guys know what I mean by that, like, I feel like, you know, like, once you start streaming, like, a bit longer, like, you know, like, the earlier hours, like, they don't feel as long anymore. Like, that's why I just learned. And it's actually pretty cool. Because I used to do, like, a lot more shorter streams, like, beforehand, but now I'm just trying to, like, you know, like, exceed it a little bit longer, because I do think it, because, it's something that I want. Although they do say that, you know, sometimes, like, you know, the longer streams doesn't mean like the content is better, because also I do think it even like kind of like varies like what you put on those streams, like especially, you know, like making clips, like, you know, from those, for example, because I like, sure, like the stream like itself, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like the longest in the world, like it could be like 2 hours, but if it has like, you know, decent moments that it actually can make them like very clip worthy, that's still actually like a good content creation. Because I remember I used to watch like some like YouTube videos about that, and they say that, you know, like a longer stream doesn't equal like a better stream and everything, because it's more like, you know, what you put on it, and, you know, if there's like some things that are like clip worthy and everything like this, because streaming on Twitch, it's not only like, you know, just streaming like on the platforms, also, you know, like about like making clips and everything like that, and also like as well, you know, like connecting with other creators and everything. So, you know, there's like a lot more to it. Like, even though I've been doing this like for almost like 5 years, like, you know, there's still like a lot of things I still don't know about. Because even like technically, like, you know, I'm experienced, but I don't consider myself like an expert. Because there's still some things like I still don't know either. Like, I'm still like a rookie on it. Ooh. Sorry, I was something about my foot. Like, I feel like my muscle's gonna get strained, and this shit hurts like fucking ass. Alright. This is already completed, my friends. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I think with this, I do need to lower it a bit more, because honestly, like, I feel like the brightness, it does look a little out of place. So, I have to, you know, work on that a little bit more. Alrighty. Okay. Actually, I want to go, like, work on his hair. So... Oh, no, 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 no. Wrong thing, wrong thing. I want to actually shade his hair now. I am not going to add, like, any streaks to his hair, because this was kind of, like, around the time period, like, before he had, like, because he has, like, some, like, black streaks in his hair, because he is a blonde in there, for, like, and he has, like, some black streaks on it, but this was before he had them, so I'm not going to put it in. Oh wait, no, actually, I better do it like that, because, I feel like I put it, like, up here, does it is like a little out of place. This I'm gonna put right there. Right here. Right there. This one. This here. This one I could put in maybe like that. Let's try it this way. I could add like a bit of a streak on that. Okay. I'm actually not gonna lie, guys. This has actually been one of the chill streams I had, which I really adore it. Oh yeah, this is looking really spectacular. Nice. We'll move on the jacket. Let's do it. Oh yeah, here. This is where the shades are. That's where they're located. It's right there. All right, I'm gonna make it like this, like that, this way, and like this. Add shades on the jacket like that. The vest here. No. I guess this is okay. Oh, guys, I forgot like one small fucking detail to actually add to this. I forgot to actually like put like the buttons on it. Crap. Let me take care of it. Yeah, like sometimes I don't like realize I'm missing something until like it happens like way later in the process. You know, like this is something that happens to me like every single time that I do forget to put things, even though like it was something I didn't really thought about like until like way later on. But it's not published yet, it's in public, so it's okay. I mean, it is here, but it's still like in progress. That's what I mean. Okay, okay. I'm gonna put that here. I won't make it like very big because I know these strokes get like very thick themselves. So let me just try to do this. This. That's. All right. Here. Yeah, also I'm gonna add like another one here as well. Just add like some like extra realism on it. Also, here we go. Another one there. Another one here. Another one there. Right over here. Right there. Okay, this I'm gonna also draw circles. Right there. Hold on. Let me just fix that. All right, that's very good. Very good, very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. That's for the buttons right there. I'm gonna actually make them gray here to add more like steel on it. And so I'm gonna also, I think, make the steel, but also in the center, I'm gonna make it black. This is the whole plan. Let me just here move this one. This is fine. Okay. There you go. And I feel like his shirt is starting to have like more life on it, which I really like that. And here I am going to you guys. Sorry, my throat was itching like fucking crazy, and I had to, you know, like to hydrate here because, you know, it was going like really nuts, and I need some water. All right, here we go. And this one, I'm gonna make it like a little bit more darker. Do that. Okay, we're doing it. So far, so good. All right. Go. All right. That's another extra detail I finished with. Very good. Very good. Yeah, now for the pins. I don't think I'm gonna really add like anything like too crazy on it and all that stuff because again they're like really small and I don't think they don't have to like, you know, like be like super duper detailed, if you know what I mean. But it'll make up for something. Oh yeah, this is very great. And yeah, I think for the I will probably shade the underneath the patch right there, and also I've got to do another one for the same. Right, that's thing that's good. Yeah, I guess maybe this one I could maybe lower it a little more because I feel like it does go like I feel like the depth on it like it does make it feel like it's coming out instead of actually being in the vest itself. Okay, yeah, I think this is a bit more okay. That's more okay. This is a little more okay. All right. All right. Okay, I'm gonna actually now shade his shirt. Put Scully on it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Yeah. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. And also, because since the shirt is also like the skull itself is also white, I'm gonna also shade over it. It's definitely no problem. It was a different color, yeah, sure. Maybe it would better not, but this is actually like the same color as the shirt, though. It's absolutely fine. Ah, my God! Just like the meme. When something splendid is happening. Alright, I do actually... Oh, shit. Little mistake here. Alright. Oh. Ah, hold on. Wait. Okay, maybe I have to cancel this one because this one it's sticking out a little bit. Wait. Give me a minute. Yeah, because to be very frank, it was kind of sticking out, so I had to, you know, work on that. Like, it just didn't look right. Okay. I need some stretchies, guys. Ooh. Stretchies all the way. Stretchies all the way. Stretchies all the way. All right. I could actually work on this now. This one. Let's do the shading work on this. Let's fucking go. Let's go. All right. Here. Yeah, actually, Jack looks way better. This is magnificent. I do need to take care of one small detail, however. This one. He's fixing. How do we do this? Maybe I could add like a small lightning detail on it. We could try. Let's try it out. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's doing it. Alright, that looks fine. Now for the pins. I need to now know what I want to add on them because really I'm still clueless. But if that is the case though, we could maybe eventually yeah, oh, I do need to take care of one thing though. Hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, fix it. Yeah, because there's kind of like one tiny detail that it was kind of like it was going like not off the charts. It was sticking out, so I had to take care of it. Okay. Oh yeah, plaster. Let's add an extra detail here. Lower, I'm gonna make it darker. And the upper part, lighter. All right. Okay, just sounds, you know, like I do get like a little bit worried, but I do check like my tablet and so far it's not freaking out, so that's already big plus already. Right there. God damn it. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Guys, what we might actually do is... Okay, I'm gonna change this to Jack. His last name's Madison. We could actually put it there, even though it's like not too mandatory. This is like concert details. There. Close that. And this is Mystery Girl. So for Mystery Girl, we are gonna start shading her right now. Yeah, my throat was kind of like clogged a little bit, but we're gonna work on her now. Yeah, the pants. Again, ideas are not there yet, so more about it for another time. Okay, we can start, I think, with her hair. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to add like another like line detail on his hair as well, but this is something we can worry about. It's none of the world. It's still a work in progress. We're still working on it, so some things we can worry about later. Yeah, because I also forgot to add like another thing too for Jack's hair, but it's fine because it again I didn't thought about it until I start working on her, so something's come later in my head. Sorry, my life, guys. Sorry, my life. But it's okay. And all right. Okay. Let's go. Okay, those here. Oof, my mistake. There we go. All right, another one done. That's one right there. That one right here. I actually gotta shade this whole thing out. That one too. Okay. Here we are. Okay, one another. I think when it comes to the back, we can eventually make this area darker because it's just like right behind it. All right. Without further ado, let's put some extra work. Yeah, I think this one I know we can actually try to shade her face more. Okay, this I'm gonna go something a little bit more like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, this is it. The nose. Hold on. Yes. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. This is really good. Okay. I will put that in. one too. Luckily, her eyes are kind of like closed on that, so I don't have to like, you know, worry about like, you know, certain details on it. But I still want to make it right. It's kind of shading like above of her eyelids over here. Eyelids right there. All right. Now this. Okay, here we go. Earlobe, shaded. Shaded too. Let's try out this one. Nah, I don't think this will work. Alright. I'm gonna put this one right there. No, actually, I think this will be a little better this way. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Guys, I think we're good over here so far. So far. Yeah, I'm gonna add that here too. Here. All right. Right, this. Now, this one right there. I may want to put it like that because I feel like if I put it on the other side, it's gonna look a little off and not as realistic as I want. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, we're gonna also add like that one too. Let's put it in there. That's good. Alright, I'm also gonna add like some other strokes in the back. I'm gonna make this black here, make it to 4. Another one as well, I make it white and increase the stroke even bigger. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's really good. That's really good. Alright, I just need to break my fingers a little bit. Yeah, definitely there's some parts here I gotta also like sort out, but we can take it like one at a time. It's no pressure. I could maybe try to shade the shirt. Let's work on that. Gonna make this like here, bit of here and there, and maybe see if I can make this. No, I'm not gonna put that one because it does look a little off, so I think I'll just leave it. Yeah, it looks pretty alright right there. Maybe this. Yeah, because I do kind of want to erase that a little bit, just to look after it. Yeah, the armpits as well. Some shadows. Those shadows is what makes things realistic. Put the shadows inside. All right. All right, guys, we're getting there. We're getting there a little bit. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Very, very happy. And yeah, another thing too, like the reason like it goes, I make like the the people's like silhouettes like completely like dark like that because it's taking place like in the nighttime, and I feel like, you know, putting like extra details on them is not really as necessary because this happened like during the night. So the only one I'm gonna only put like the amount of details is only like Jack and her. So, and even like in the scene as well, I'm gonna also like make it like a detail like I did right here. That's like the whole idea. I think I need to darker. Wait, what? Huh? Yeah, it's like it's not right here. Hold on. Wait a second. No way, don't tell me. Alright guys, I think there's an issue I have to take care of. Hold on. Yeah, because probably I may have put it like in the wrong layer, and I think that's what may have occurred. Let me try. Yeah, like something is blocking it. That's really weird. What's going on? Yeah, I might be running into a really weird problem. Hang in there, guys. No, I think that's for the logo down there. Sorry. Wrong layer. Let me try to erase it. Okay, that fixed it. Good. Yeah, it turned out I just had to erase that. Because I may have, you know, put the like the color fill like in the wrong layer. Oh yeah, and also now they're working. Okay, good. However, I'm gonna redo it. Second. Okay, this one I can now. Alright. That's good. Here, all the way down. Right there. And that. Okay, that should be good. Now we gotta also sort this one out. I think I'll be fine. Okay. Make this a little darker. And now shade the bracelets. The gig bracelets. Oh yeah, that's looking like much more stunning now. I'm very proud of it. Very freaking proud of it right now. Guys, I do need to go use the bathroom for a second time because it's screaming right now. So I'll play another clips. Be right back for a second time, and see you all soon. Be. Oh my god, Haley. Fuck this. Haley's behind me. I'm getting a little bit on edge now. Fuck. Oh man, we're almost there. Come on. Oh, yes! How's it coming along? Aha. Holy crap. Oh man, I freaking slided there. Holy crap. We have, oh man. Okay, this one's coming after me, so he's... Oh my god, I glitched out. What? What? What the fuck is happening here? Like, it looks like it took like my head out an air. But I think actually like the oh, nice. That is cool. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Because like, what are you doing there? Keep stalking me. You have anything better to do? Or you know what? I got something better. Hold on a second. There. Mission accomplished. I finally did it. You finally heard the spanking from my own ass. Gotta do what I gotta do. Oh no, they called the Ghostbusters. Yeah, I wish I could, but unfortunately that's not the objective. Oh shit! Oh dear. Oh dear. It seems like, you know, we're not the only ones here. There's actually like a perpetrator and also there's a poltergeist in our store. The first Saints Row in the Xbox stores too. So that's actually nice.
This week on Nightblade.
Oh crap!
Public enemy.
Holy crap! That van just flew up and hit the truck.
Comes in search of
Holy shit, that was really random.
my children.
Fuck my life! 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 Gate open. Oh my fucking hell, that sucker punch. Fucking Christ, like, did you guys see that? Seconds, flames, oh, I actually have this one though. No! That was not what I intended, I'm so sorry. No, like, really, Rockstar, like, you know, they're really up ahead, you know, with their games. And that's a cool thing about them. Ow, did you throw a snowball at me? What the fuck was that for? Hey, don't do that, don't do that, hey. You know what? Let's do a snowball fight. I know there's a killer after our asses, but I still gotta throw a snowball on your ass. But already something is ticking. Oh, fuck. Oh shit!
Alright guys, I'm back again. I'm here. Yeah, and it was honestly like, you know, I had to go like for a nervous break again, so, you know, I had to do it. But hey, that's self-care. We all have to do it. It's important for everyone else. Because, you know, it's a necessity. The more we are in life. Yeah, I want to actually do another thing here. This I could probably add like above it. Is this one? I want to put that over here. Oh no, wait. Let me try different. No, actually, to be honest, it doesn't. It doesn't look very good, so I'm just gonna just leave it and pass it. What else can we add? Oh yeah, I know what. Hang on, I got just the solution. Bro, how did this happen? What? How did I get in there? Out. You're out. Yeah, I don't know why that part was included. It's very, very weird. Okay, it's fixed. I got it. And I'm gonna make this a little bit brighter. Oh, crap. Sorry, I kind of like moved my mouse a little bit. It kind of went up a bit, but it's okay. All right, here we go. Oh no. It's chrome, for God's sake. I'm gonna make this all color, and this one color too. Yeah, because if keyboard mode chrome, it's gonna be black and white. And that's not what I'm aiming for. Make this, and then I'm gonna try to blend it. I'm gonna be really honest with that part. I think I might use a different cargoes. I feel like with this red, it's not too noticeable. So let me try maybe make it a little more orangey. See if that will make it a little bit better. Because yeah, because with the other one, like it looks exactly the same, and it does neither like too noticeable. So I think I'm gonna try this one and see if that works out. Yeah, usually with things like that, you gotta have to like, you know, like keep experimenting until you find like the sweet spot. And that's how most things go. Okay. Wait, I got a plan. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe try with this one. Let's see if anything pops out. Hold on. My God, this world never has a break. Sorry, guys. Had to do it very quick. Screen, I think it looks fine a little bit, I suppose. Actually, glow dodge is not bad. It's not bad. We're gonna, you know, like, check things out, see what they look like, and then we know which one actually is the best one. Because I gotta say, like, this kind of, like, glow part is really not so bad. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, chat box. Hold on, guys. Wait, I'm gonna probably have to make it, like, a little bit smaller. In that case, because it still does look a little bit out of place. So, my apologies. Because I'll try to, like, you know, like, probably, like, make it, like, right again. But apparently, like, it's, like, as I said before, results are not what I expected. So I probably will have to, you know, like, keep working on it until, you know, it looks okay. The body looks fine. Alright. Experiment all of them. I kind of must say, Divide looks really good. Like, it looks phenomenal. But I'm also going to try out, wait, I forgot which one it is. No, this goes, no, I remember there's something like one right here. There's add here, add glow. Like, also add glow looks also fine as well. There's soft light, there's hard lights, different lights. Hard mix, exclusion. So I think we could maybe leave it divide, or we could add glow. Like, they're both equally great. Oh, wait, this I'm going to maybe make it 65 sounds good. So yeah, I'll make it here. That's fine. Yeah, now with that one I gotta also add like for Jack. So hold on. Mystery Girl's done for now. And I'm gonna add for Jack too. Go to his hair. Make it a bit brighter. And now we put the colors in, then we blend it, and then we're gonna change the color of that as well. No? Yeah, white is fine. White is fine.
Blend it. Wait, I think something's a little off here. I don't know why that's happening. What is going on? Why it's not blending like it should be? I wonder why. Start my life. It's still in monochrome. Oh, good lord. That's so annoying. What was occurring? Yeah, I was trying to move it here. See, that helps. Here we go. Try divide. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on. Like I say, this one is actually not bad, but let's also try add glow. No, that's a little too much. It's doesn't work. There's multiply. Wait, I'm gonna try like everything else, so then if none of them like works, we're going with there's color burn as well. We're gonna go with, I think, divide 2. Hardlight also looks okay. Not bad. It still looks alright. Alright, no problem, no problem. Ah, there's that one too. Pin light looks good. Yeah, this is actually, I just think this is good here. So we're gonna maybe leave it 50. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think this is good. This is good for me. This is okay for me. All right. What can we do next? Yeah, I think with the overlay, I have to really tone it down because it does look a little too bright than I anticipated. Also, I also gotta add that treatment for Mystery Girl. For her too. She also needs to get the same treatment. But also the equal amount of detail. Here we are. That does the trick. Oh, no, no. Let's go over here. Overlay. It's not too, doesn't make a hell lot of difference, but I'm still gonna leave it there. It's still fine. It's still okay. All right. Yeah, now I think what we could also do, add these on the lights, the lamps. They also need some. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Hold on. Up here. So up there. There we go. God, I freaking hate this monochrome. I hate it even more and more. But it's done. Okay. Now
I gotta put this in. I gotta say, like, these are starting to like pop like a lot more now, which I'm very impressed how they're starting to look like. Like, her, she looks really cool. She does look like Chloe a little bit. Not gonna lie, just a tiny bit. And another thing I really want to work on is definitely like the... Oh crap, no, this one it doesn't actually need any another layer. This one I could just draw it like that. I want to actually try to see if I could get better, like, you know, the drawing like hands of the audiences in the back, but right now I'm not really been so successful, but we'll do our best. Like, you can see what I... No, this actually, it's all right. I think it's all right. That's what I kind of like mean. Like, when I try to draw hands like that, they don't look like very as human as I want them to. Yeah, that's something that I still even like need some time, you know, to make them like look as good as possible. So, but we'll get there slowly, slowly. But that's kind of like the part I was trying to like talk about, is that when I was trying to work on that, like they does look a little out of place for the most of it. This, I think it could work, but I have to do one small thing though. No. And I might have to make the fingers a little bit thinner. Okay, that's actually all right. It's kind of all right. I mean, to zoom in a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, because I do want to add, like, you know, more details like in the background, because I do think, like, you know, it would bring like more life to this work, which is why I want to do this. Because I feel like if it's just like the audience is like that, like it would look a bit like more lifeless in my opinion. Because like it will make it feel like, you know, like people are just like standing there and not really like, you know, having a good time. So that's why I want to do it. Okay, I think this is better. This is fine. This is fine. Fine as a masterpiece. Of course, I'm not gonna like do like for everyone, because I mean, of course, because I'm not gonna be able to fit like everything, but I'm just trying to do like my best, you know, as best as possible to bring this a bit more to life. Like a sketch here. Yeah, because there's kind of like a small like thing like detail right there, but that's from like one else sketching like the scene. But you know, I'm sure that I can always like hide it so everybody know what's done. So it's no big problem. Not a problem at all. There is absolutely no problem with this. Zero problems. Okay. Yeah, it's for like the rock on signs. I have to make the strokes like a little bit thinner, because I know like when I make like the strokes a bit too thick, like in the fingers, like it looks a little off. So I have to work on it. All right. Yeah, I felt like, you know, like when I put more of those, like it started like, you know, look way better. So much better. All right. All right, guys. I think what I'm gonna really do here, that I think I'm gonna probably go on for like another 15 minutes, and I think I'm gonna raid out and call it for tonight. Because I also gotta cook some din din. Because I was hungry earlier, but I know like these snacks hold me up for a little bit, but I'm not gonna get. I know I'm gonna get hungry again like very soon. So yeah, probably I'm gonna draw this for like another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it for tonight. Maybe what I'll probably do here is I'm going to draw like just like one more, and then that will be kind of like it. What I'm going to do though, this time I'm going to actually draw someone holding a camera, which is actually their phones. Like that. Yeah. That's what I want. Actually, since we're doing this, I can actually add like another one. Wait, there's actually a person that's holding like two of it. I'm gonna draw like a small cube like this. And then two hands like that. And there we go. Yeah. Perfect. Very perfect. Yeah, it's someone like, you know, holding a camera like with their two hands and they're kind of like recording it horizontally. Like that's what I was trying to go for with that. Like again, like it doesn't have to be like too crazy detail because in the distance it's very dark, so it's really not necessary. So I'm gonna just leave it like this. So I think I do want to make the shape a little bit better. Hold on. Okay. It's. All right. Oh yeah, guys. Trust me, I didn't forget about this, but yeah, I also got to still work on that too. All right, let's see what we can actually think of. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's just add those details for once. Finally be done with it. Actually, I do want to add like another tiny bit of detail. It's just eyelids. Just want to add a bit of lighting on it. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now we go for the pins. All right. Okay, that part is already done. I did what I wanted to do. Now we could go here. For reals. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. This one. Like again, I don't think I'm gonna make it like really crazy detailed on these pins because again, because they're very small, and I don't think, you know, adding crazy amount of details of that's very not necessary. So we'll figure something out. I am going to. I say. Let's try maybe this. Yeah, that actually looks really, really fine. That looks absolutely fine. Because people are not really going to see it like very well, like what's actually in here. So I think, you know, this is kind of like the best approach on it. I was going to just write like scribbles on that, and that'll be kind of like it for me. On this regard. Yeah, honestly, that looks fine. That looks fine. I like it like that. All right, here we go. Oh, but something looks a little off. Hang on there. Oh, yeah, here. Now it's better. Okay, now here I'm gonna make this white. It's kind of, this one has a bit of a crust punk style, so I'm gonna just make it like this. No, actually, let me just make things up a little bit. Because I feel like, you know, if I keep it like this, it's not really going to stick out like the way I want it. So I am probably going to go like this. Let's see if that's better. I don't know about that, but we'll try. Okay, I guess we can leave it like that. Okay. I'm gonna make it like this, very, very tiny. Not so big. It's gonna also make this white. As we shall please. And now this one right here, I'm gonna actually do something else. I am going to make this one. It's like I try to maybe add like a checker look on it. That's grayed out. Okay, we can keep it like this, no problem. All right, guys. I'm gonna be honest here. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream right here for today. So I think it's a good time to call it. And as for like this art part here, what I might do is I'm gonna continue it, like, you know, probably like off stream in my free time. But for that stream, however, I really want to work on the top and try to, you know, like do as much as I can to finish this, because I really eager to finish it. So. But hey guys, that's gonna be it here for tonight. So I am gonna wrap up the stream. If I sound right, so let's go. So we can actually close it now. Here we go. All right. There we go. Let's move it over here. And this, I'm gonna move it on the side. Right there. Oh, hold on. Let me move it a bit differently. Oh crap, come on. Come on. Crying out loud. Hold still. Be still. Oh my god, thank you. Alright. Miss. Okay. Alright guys, I got it now. I got it. I had to grab it. Alright guys, so that was actually a really good stream. It was very fun. It was very chill. And I had a good chat with all of you here. And yeah, also like even like with the artwork as well, like we definitely, you know, we put like some extra work and detail on it. And because that's the one I really want to finish. Because, you know, I haven't really done any art for like a really long ass time. And that's something I really want to do. But as for the rest of it, I'm probably going to do that like off stream and worry about it like, you know, for another time. But I think because the reason I want to call it here, because, you know, I think it's a good way to end it. So we're gonna, you know, play some of the raids and so forth, and let's see who's there. But I just want to say, like, I think everybody here, like, you know, who showed like all for the support, you know, I really appreciate you, like, for all, like, for chatting, for lurking, watch your stream. Thank you. And guys, I was thinking about this. Likely the next stream is gonna be on Monday, and I think we're gonna be doing on Monday doing a just chatting stream, because I think this gonna be like, I think one of the first streams where I'm just gonna just chat and that's it, and just, you know, just hang out with you guys, you know, like just, you know, just to chill, just to talk. So I think it's gonna be that kind of stream for on Monday. So weekends I am gonna be off, so next stream is gonna be on Monday, just to confirm. And yeah, it was very fun. It was very nice, very laid back, and thank you guys again for everything. I really appreciate every single one of you. And for it out, you guys could copy like the rate message here for everyone to copy. I also have a Discord if you want to join my Discord as well. There you go. That's for all of you. And you also, like, about the chat box, I'll take care of it. Just nothing to worry about. It's just something that, you know, when I try to like position it, I felt like I got it right. It turns out like it's not like, you know, what I expected, but again, none of the world. So our better for another time. And let's see what we got to rate now. Let's see who's there. Okay, let's go to following. Oh, we got Envy is on playing Dead by Daylights. We have Capoose as well playing Minecraft. Seraphian is on playing Honkai Star Rail. Greaser Dracula is on. Oh, Greaser's doing R2. No way. We could go right out to Greaser. Oh, Emily Cosmic Bag is on. Oh, they're playing Life is Strange Remaster 2. Missing Angel. Alpha's there too. Oh, she's playing Lost Records. Oh, Punkster's on. Punkster's really awesome. She's really cool. Yeah, a lot of good people today. Guys, I think we're gonna rate out to Emily DeCosta, McBagos. They're playing like the remaster of the first like Life is Strange, so I think we go right out to them. We'll go and, you know, like show them some love, go support them, give them follows and everything like this, and let's go right out. All right, guys. Thanks again for everything. Like, thank you all for the bottom of my heart, you know, like for like all for support today. I appreciate every single one of you, and hope you have a good rest of your Friday, and also like with the weekend ahead of you and so forth. And remember, like, take care of yourselves. Remember that people love you, people care about you, and I'm always here if you need anything. And stay authentic, stay real, and take care of yourselves. And remember that you matter, and that, you know, if things are not okay for you, just let you know that everything will be fine. It'll all work out. Just hang in there and be strong. And remember, we're always here if you need anything. So. Love you guys. Take care, and have a good like rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, dawn, wherever time it is for you. And we'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace out, everybody. Bye. Good night. Take care. And I love you all. Bye. 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 Bye.